Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the daily briefing. As always, I always like to kind of, on these middays, we're kind of more talking bigger themes, but the 8:30 live this morning, if you were there, we talk tickers, we talk trade plans every morning. Go to the Stocks to Trade blog or the YouTube. Recently posted another video, another article about the dip and rip, and I don't know, maybe you guys are sick of hearing about it, but I mean, this is one of the, well, not one of, I mean, this is the absolute best morning pattern right now. I will, there's a lot of patterns to trade, okay? There's a lot of different methodologies, processes, but this thing, and again, if you were here this morning at 8:30, I was like, whoa, look at this volume. 10 million shares traded at 8:30. Look at that. That's that dip, okay? Look at that. Drops from 330 to as low as 3. Then, sorry, my Roomba is talking. If you can hear that, it's my Roomba. Then you get that confirmation when it breaks the high of the day into the 360s and spikes $1 a share. I mean, you're never going to sell the top, okay? But could you have grabbed 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 cents of a consistently repeatable move on a $3 stock? I mean, if you again, let's say you took 50 cents of the move. Just a little bitty bite of the move. You made 50 cents on a repeatable pattern on a $3 stock, man. It's not like you're making 50 cents on Amazon at 2,400. So anyway, let's move on. Actually, I do have one more. Bloom. If you were here yesterday, which if you aren't here every day, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why aren't you here every day? It's free, okay? Everybody loves free stuff, okay? Bloom. If you were here yesterday, this was my main swing trade. Was a little shaky in pre-market. Okay, it was 4 or 5 a.m. She looked a little slippery, but it held nicely, held 18 into the close yesterday. And then even if you didn't take it overnight, I mean, that's that red to green pattern we look for all the time on these swing trade entries. So anyway, Bloom, if you were here yesterday, I think I opened with how, I talked about their technology. I won't rehash it. We got too much to go over. All right, let's get to work, my friends. This is something I firmly agree with. I recently did a podcast with Howard Lindzen. If you know, it hasn't aired yet, but if you know Howard Lindzen, he's been around. I actually I bought his book, I believe in like 2009. He started StockTwits. He invented the cash tag. For what it's worth, the $ ticker that we all use. I mean, that was kind of like his idea. And then Twitter kind of took it and he went off to StockTwits. But anyway, the point I'm making is I talked with Howard a lot about this, is he's like, people keep trying to put fundamental analysis. They're trying to look at these technology stocks through the fundamental analysis lens. And that's bad thinking. That's bad logic. Okay? Check out Scott Adams. Has a great book. Scott, I always like to bring you books. Check out Loser Think by Scott Adams. And because I would say, great book, by the way. Scott Adams, incredible, very smart guy. Trying to apply traditional fundamental analysis to stuff like Tesla or Apple or Google or Amazon or NVAX. Okay, NVAX, one of our favorite quote-unquote real virus plays, 52-week highs today. I mean, here's the thing. I'm old enough to remember, NVAX used to be one of the best short stocks ever. I mean, I remember years ago, every time NVAX would pop, it was a short. It was a $5 stock back then. hit 120 today. I mean, you can't apply any sort of fundamental analysis to an mRNA or a Spotify. I've talked about how bullish I am Spotify with the Joe Rogan deal and all this. I think here's a sector for you to keep an eye on. I think people are sick of ad-based stuff. It's been proven with the news. I mean, one of the reasons the mainstream media is so biased and so knee-jerk. You know, how many times you see the mainstream media get the story wrong now? You know, initially it's wrong, then they got to fix it. Well, the reason they do that is it's an ad-based model. I mean, you got to get the clicks, okay? And I'm not here to dispute it or whatever, but I think people are sick of that ad-based model because we've figured out, if you're paying attention, we figured out that whether it be Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or any of these social media, any of these news companies, they're messing with your head, okay? They're playing games to get you to click these links. They're doing this divisive stuff, you know, they're knee-jerk stuff. So I think smart people that are paying attention, are sick of it. And they're willing to flip back to a paid model so that they're not getting gamed to get their clicks. So anyway, off topic. Love Spotify, and I don't think you can't put a number on it. So in summary, when you're trading tech stocks, which are our favorite stocks to trade, you have to trade patterns, you have to trade volume, okay? That's why, yes, we look at the news every morning, but BOXL, guess what? BOXL had news like, don't quote me on this, but 2 or 3 days ago. I mean, BOXL didn't move today because of the news from 3 days ago. It moved because of volume and the chart pattern. That's what you need to focus on right now. Another article out today, a long form piece that I'm going to keep beating this in your heads. You guys might get sick of me saying this, but are we setting up my children for failure? Remote learning widens the learning gap. And remember, this is my opinion, big asterisk, okay? But this is all an opinion piece. You know I'm very, very bullish e-education. Pandemic or not, I think the internet is the most amazing invention in the history of mankind. The computer, I mean, you got a cell phone, and maybe you might be watching this webinar from the middle of Tibet on Wi-Fi on Mount Everest. I mean, it's like on the other side of the world. My concern, I have huge concerns about people getting left behind, okay? It's one thing, listen, my kids, I got a 300 meg internet connection. I got 10 computers in this house. They've all got smartphones. I'm not worried about them getting left behind. What I'm worried about is people really rural with poor internet connection, urban with, whether you're rural or urban. I'm concerned with the poor without being able to afford this technology, without being able to get a good internet connection. So, double-edged sword. So I keep telling you, keep an eye out on this e-education play, especially as we go into the fall. But as a human, and I say this all the time, I want each and every one of you, I want all 7.8 billion people on the planet to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, that's my goal. I don't care what race, what color, what creed, what sex, what religion, where you're from, what your history is. I want everyone to be successful. So this is something more of like a community thing. If you're in a place, maybe you've got some money, okay, or maybe you can volunteer. Because what I don't want, and I'm closing the loop on this, okay? What I don't want is this amazing technology that I think can bring on, the greatest time in history. What I don't want is it to be a double-edged sword and have poor and, rural, urban, single moms that can't afford it. Single moms that love their kids and want the best for their kids to not be able to afford or get access to this technology. So, not really a trade, but if you can help, I talked about it yesterday. I've got a project I'm working on a makerspace. So I'm trying to, I have, this monologue's going a little long, but I have a lot of skills. Okay. I built this is my home office. I built this building. I can weld, I can do electrical, I can do plumbing, I can do basic mechanical. I've got a lot of skills. So I'm actually putting that makerspace in to be able to give some of that knowledge back to kids that might not be going back. Because again, I don't know. Are they going back this fall? So that's my way of giving back. So, all right. Sorry. it's something I'm passionate about. I mean, I saw that might have went a little long. I don't know if I needed to spend 7 minutes on that topic. But that being said, second quarter earnings will be awful for small caps. You're full of it, Barons. Well, let me rephrase. Earnings are always bad for small caps. I mean, see, and again, this is what I'm trying to give you guys, 15 years of seeing it all, okay? What drives me nuts is these type of, and I greatly respect Barron's. I read it every week. But these type of articles scare people away from the voxels, look at HTBX, DGLY. I mean, listen, Barron's. Small cap earnings are always bad. That's why they're small caps. Yeah. They wouldn't have a $20 million market cap if they made money. So I know this, and I'm just, I read this article and I'm like, yeah, duh. But doesn't mean you can't, buy HTBX yesterday at $1.60 and it's at what? $2.50 right now. This morning it was a $1.40 this morning. You're up practically 100% if you gapped HTBX. Of course their earnings are going to be bad. So, all right, everyone, that's my main agenda for today. My biggest points were quit trying to apply fundamental analysis to technology stocks like Google and space and mRNA and NVAX and Peloton, Zoom, all of these technology companies. Keep an eye on the e-education sector and whether or not you trade it. Do what you can to help out the community. If you can teach a kid how to, I don't know, fly a kite, teach them how to fly a kite. It's a real world skill. I don't know if you can make any money flying a kite, but give back where you can. So that's what I'm trying to do. So, because again, or hey, donate your old laptop. I literally have 5 MacBook Pro. I get a new MacBook Pro every year. I literally have 5 MacBook Pros. I'm putting those in the makerspace, So do what you can. I hope each and every one of you succeed. I hope each and every one of you is healthy, wealthy, wise, and I hope each and every one of you is here tomorrow at 8:30, everywhere, every social media network. And I also hope each and every one of you is back here at noon, which I might have a dentist appointment tomorrow. So anyway, be here at 8:30. I can't remember. I might have a dentist appointment around noon tomorrow. So anyway, no matter what, I'll be here at 8:30. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you next time.